all on YouTube. Are we ready for this reformer series that's a little bit over 15 minutes? The focus will be on the upper body, the core, and hamstrings, a bit of glutes as well. So a lot to get to in this short amount of time. What is the setup? Your headrest is down. It doesn't matter the handles because we won't be using them. The box is in this position. I'm going to talk about that in a second. You are on one medium spring. That's a blue spring for me on balanced body. There'll come a point that you might want to take that spring up when we're doing a bit of bridging because a blue is super light. So just keep that in mind. Let's talk about this box. Okay. We all have different reformers, so your reformer might look different than mine. But what I will tell you about mine, and I'll stand up, is that I have the foot bar in the way here. So when I want my box towards the front, I need to do a few little switcheroos. So right here, I take my foot bar down, I've got the steel bar, and I press it down. And now my job is to fit that short box in the front. I take it, place it on top, and make sure it's securely, there's about an inch of foot bar there. It's securely on there, equal off on both sides. And then I come around front and make sure it's positioned safely there. I'm a safety girl. I don't want anything to happen to you. Please make sure this box is secure. You might have a reformer where you don't even need to do this. You just put it on the front. As far as anything you might need, we'll be kneeling. If you have sensitive knees, get a pad for your knees. Also, if you find that your hands sweat, you might want to get a little sticky pad to place under your hands when we're doing a bit of straight arm planking, kind of, sort of. Okay, I talked a lot. It's a good one. Please like this video if you like it and subscribe. You want more classes like this? Head over to johannapilates.com. I actually have 30 days free if you sign up in September. So it's a good time to do it. Are we ready to start? Let's go. Oh, by the way, give yourself a little bit of warm up because we're jumping right into this. Okay. Okay, let's kneel on the carriage. Hands go on the box. I'm going to move my knees back so my feet are pressing against the shoulder rest. Best I can, firing up those hamstrings. Hands are going to go a smidge wider than shoulder distance. We are not going to be in this straight arm position long in case your wrists get a little sensitive. From here, you're going to shift your weight forward, shoulders over the wrist. You're going to take that carriage back and hold it here a second. So it's kind of like we're in a plank position. We've dropped those hip bones down towards the springs. Hold this position with your body. Press the carriage away. And then coming back up. You're keeping your head in line with the spine for the first few. Flex the feet. Feel those hamstrings. At any time you need to move those hands around, do it. With each rep, you might go a little bit further back. You do you. One more with this head in line with the spine. And then I'm going to add a little bit of extension when I come up. I'm going to press that carriage away. I'm going to even drop my hips slightly further. And then as I come up, my eye line's going to go up slightly as I get a bit of extension and then back. So I'm kind of holding this, what is it? Can I talk? Kind of a capital C with my upper body, if that makes any sense. You're only going as far back as you're keeping those shoulders down and away from those ears. Everyone's range of motion is going to be different here. I want two more here and then we're taking a break. Hello, core. And 1, make this your best. Up. And shift that weight back. Carriage comes in. Shake those wrists out. One more thing here and we're moving on. No more straight arms. Head's going to be in line with the spine for this next one. Same position, but I want those hands to be about shoulder distance now, a little bit more narrower. Same the way we started before. Flex those feet, drop those hips and hold it. Let's go back. Hold this position. You will bend your elbows, slide forward, your nose face going over that box, and then extend the arms long. Going for a little bit of tricep work here. When my elbows bend in, I'm thinking maybe a 4, 5 on a clock, 7, 8 on a clock. I had to remember the clock there. So it's almost like I'm sliding under something. Give me 3. This is it for the straight arms. 2, flex those feet. And 1, coming all the way on in. Let's take a stretch. Your feet are going to go back through the headrest. I want those knees to open a little bit wider. Arms go long, sitting in that child's pose. Take a breath in and out. Maybe sinking a little bit lower if those knees allow. Inhale and exhale. Coming on up. Your forearms are going to go on the backs. Whatever you want to do. You can clasp those hands together. You can have those palms down in the backs. Does not matter to me. I'm going to clasp my hands together today. Again, those feet are going to go against the shoulder rest, but only briefly, because we're going to walk them forward when we go out into that plank. All right, curling those toes under. Let's go straight out to that plank and walk our feet a little bit forward. So I'm about 8 inches away from the front edge of the carriage, and I'm going to drop into my best plank position and hang out here a second and breathe. Flex those feet, get that nice stretch in those calves and the backs of those legs, and we're hanging out here. Looking slightly ahead. Good old plank. And pause. Let's add on. Legs go straight. Let's pike those hips up. Keep those heels lifted, looking towards those feet. And then back down. We're going slow. Up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. I'm sweating. Up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. Last one. Up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. Pause. Press yourself away. You're sliding back and then forward. You're staying in that plank position, sliding through those forearms back and forth. The range of motion will not be very big here. 4, 3, 2, 1, plank, bend those knees, coming on back. Ooh. Good times. Okay. One more planking series. And then we're going to go to a side plank on either side. We'll walk you through that. Again, forearms go down, feet go back against the shoulder rest, but of course, we will be walking those feet forward. Hover those knees, go all the way out to that plank and walk those feet forward again. Drop. Let's bend those knees in and out. When those knees bend in, I'm trying to get those shins kind of hovering off the carriage, but that's tough because I've got bad big toes. I'm sticking my butt back as my knees come in. 5, 3, 2, 1. Hold those legs long. Now, take those feet out just a smidge wider, hold. Your left forearm is going to go on the box and you're going to swivel, split stance. I'm facing you. Right arm straight up to the ceiling. Let's hold here a second. Hold. So my fingertips are pointing towards you. Forearm down. Thread the needle. Carriage might move an inch. And then arm goes up. Inhale and exhale. Let's say you're like, Johanna, I'm over you. You can always bring that left knee down and bend that right knee. Right foot goes flat, but I'll keep going, I think. 3, 2, 1. Back to that plank. Back to that plank and get your bearings. All right. My feet, I'm gonna walk my feet back a little bit, a little wider than hip distance. I'm gonna swivel over, right forearm down, left arm straight up. All right, feeling pretty good. Thread the needle and back. So you're pushing up and away from that box, keeping that right shoulder away from your ear. The carriage is barely moving here, just because I'm threading that needle and rotating. 3, we're almost done. 2, 1, back to that plank, and we're gonna hold it there for 10 seconds. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bending those knees, coming on in. Awesome work. I wish I could tell you things are going to get better, but they're really not. You're going to lie down now on the carriage, head on the headrest, like we normally do to do footwork. Headrest is down, but I think I already told you that. So, laying on down, just get comfortable. Pull my shirt down. All right. Your heels are going to go on that box. Your knees are going to be bent and you're going to be in a bit of tension. So you're going to take yourself a little bit away from that box. Your hip distance parallel. We're going to do a little bit of bridging. This is very challenging on a blue spring. If your hamstrings are just not feeling so strong today, you might want to go to a red spring or a heavy spring here. Give me an inhale, exhale. Let's find that tilt of the pelvis, pressing down in those heels, rolling up to your bridge position. Hold it here. Give me an inhale. Exhale, slowly peeling that spine down. So you're holding that tension. The carriage isn't going to come in and bump the box. You're just holding it there. Inhale, exhale, dig those heels down. Roll yourself on up. Arms nice and long. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly rolling down. Let's take a few more. Big inhale through your nose. Exhale, curling on up into that hip extension, holding that parallel position. Inhale, exhale, slowly roll down. On this next one, we're going to hold it up there. Give me an inhale. Exhale, curl. Holding it on up there. Extend the legs long, press the carriage away, and coming on in. Extend, bend. 5, 4, this is the worst. 3, 2, oh geez. 1, come on, we can do this together. I'm dying too. 1, roll down a second. Extend those legs over the box a second and collapse for a bit. Because this next one is the total worst. I'm sure you're excited now to do it. Last thing here, you're done with me. Okay, heels, go on again, but we're a bit wide turned out. So you are wider than hip distance. Let me rephrase that. Press the carriage away a little bit. All right, dig those heels down. I promise it's gonna help. I got a little bit of tension. Inhale, exhale, rolling on up. Again, inhale, exhale, coming on down. Woo. Big inhale here. Exhale, curl. What we did before in that parallel position, but now turned out. Big breath in here. Exhale, curl. Hold it up here for an inhale, and then exhale, down. Guys, this is it. We're gonna hold it up there, and don't throw anything at me. Give me an inhale. Exhale, up we go, and hold it there. I just want you to pivot on those heels as you just open those legs a little bit more, a few inches. Very small. Fluttering those legs open. 5, 4, 3, 2, done. Coming all the way down. Legs go long over the box. Ugh, I hate those. They're awful. But I definitely felt them in my hamstrings. And I'm almost positive you did too. Thanks for joining me. I shall see you soon back on the reformer mat, springboard or chair.